They contacted me back in first of the year about the possibility of doing a commission painting for the annual stewardship theme to support that, and the theme was Mary as the first disciple. The idea, FIAT, of her saying yes to the call to be God's mother. And I think there's a lot of scenes from theology or parables that were commonly used in churches way back in church history that have fallen out of favor that maybe need to be reintroduced to a modern audience. Spent a lot of time with the face, the eyes, the overall color palette and stuff to get the kind of the right feel that we were going for. Two of the things that come to mind immediately when I think of Mary are humility and grace. And so those things kept playing over in my mind as this image was being developed. This particular image of Mary, as I was developing it, started off with a lot of very loose and basic color field, laying down some loose colors of blue and charcoal and some amber tones, a lot of lighter blues actually. I was really inspired when I was thinking about her veil and her clothing. It's kind of a traditional, or at least typical in my mind. You see these kind of stenciled starry sky motifs in a lot of the dome or the apse of a church. And I was always struck by the kind of quiet tranquility of that image, that pattern. And so that's something I wanted to incorporate into her head, the fabric on her. So, and then the halo image kind of picks up on a lot of traditional church window imagery and stuff, and just some fine gold detail on the edges, but I didn't want it to be overly opulent or anything. I still wanted to maintain that kind of reverent tone. And again, that was one of the things that, in reflecting on the Annunciation, that was one of the things that is just to imagine the enormity of that moment, to being called to that, to not know what the future held in detail, but that yes was the right answer, you know, and I think that's, of course, that's a lesson for all of us, you know. As I reflect on her more as an adult, and certainly within the context of this commission, it just, I was working in the garden one day, and it just struck me the immensity of Christ's mission to redeem mankind. And to think the first person called was Mary, you know. She's not some small footnote in history, you know. People who have that impression are really missing the boat. So, yeah, I think she's an extremely important person to us for eternity, obviously. Yeah.